Amid the silence of mass media and the so-called human rights organizations, the oppressed nation of Yemen withstands the unfair and continuous airstrikes by the Saudi-led coalition. Free Muslim Organization is one of the few human rights centers who raised his voice and condemned these attacks. This center has sent a message to the International Council of Leaders and demanded them to take the necessary steps and save Yemen.
As the month-long airstrikes by the Saudi-led coalition of 10 Arab countries continue, the rising number of casualties in Yemen raises no eyebrows in the media, the UN, or the international human rights organizations around the world. In this regard, non-violence organization, a center dependent to the Grand Jury Ayatollah Shirazi, sent out a letter to the International Council of Leaders and warned of the humanitarian crisis in Yemen. This organization asked the Council to intervene and find a peaceful solution to the ongoing massacre of innocent Yemenis in this country, which has resulted in the surge of violence in this country. Here's a summary of this letter. Hereby we ask you, the members of International Council of Leaders, to save the innocent Yemenis who have become the victims of the ambitious governments and their fight over the sway of power. Today, a massive offensive is triggered by the Saudi government and its allies, and there is immediate need for humanitarian aid. Today, Yemen is suffering losses of thousands of lives and huge destructions of its infrastructure and its cultural and archaeological legacies. The data gathered by international organizations also indicate the use of Saudi Arabia of international prohibited weaponry to bring down the largest number of victims without discrimination. The campaign against Yemen transgressed all international laws and launched shells and bombs on public places, such as hospitals, schools, airports, which resulted in the fall of thousands of innocent civilians, mostly children, women, and the elderly. This number increased as the Saudi coalition imposed a blockade to the Yemeni state and hampered the shipping of any medical helps to this country. Amid the silence of United Nations Security Council and other international organizations, this shameful genocide is only going on disregarding any humanitarian norm. At this very juncture, there is a heavy responsibility for all the feeling conscious and international organizations as their esteem and freedom is put to test. Non-Violence Global Organization.